Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi class, how are you today? I hope you good and healthy always. Today our topic is about CALL or computer assisted language learning. So, without wasting much time, let's get to discuss. What is CALL? CALL or computer assisted language learning is study of the application of computers in teaching and learning language. CALL includes the implementation of various information and communication technology for teaching and learning language. Ranging from traditional to contemporary, such as the use of environment virtual learning or VLE and distance learning web-based. CALL also includes the use of corpus and concordance, interactive whiteboard, mediated communication computer or CMC, as well as language learning through a virtual world. Other terms that are often used to refer to the CALL concept are CALI, or computer-assisted language instruction, and TEL, technology enhanced language learning. The term CALI, or computer-assisted language instruction, was in use before CALL, reflecting its origins as a subset of the general term K, or computer-assisted instruction. CALI fell out of favor among language teachers, however, as it appeared to imply a teacher-centered approach or instructional, whereas language teachers are more inclined to prefer a student-centered approach, focusing on learning rather than instruction. What are the typological of CALL? The first, Werskuwer and Haley took a different approach. Rather than focusing on the typology of CALL, they identified three historical phases of CALL, classified according to their underlying pedagogical and methodological approaches. The first is behavioristic or structural CALL. Behavioristic or structural CALL consisted of drill and practice materials in which the computer presented a stimulus and the learner provided a response. At first, both could be done only through text. The computer would analyze students' input and give feedback, and more sophisticated programs would react to students' mistakes by branching to help screens and remedial activities. The second is communicative CALL. Communicative CALL is based on the communicative approach that became prominent in the late of 1970 till 80. In the communicative approach, the focus is on using the language rather than analysis of the language, and grammar is taught implicitly rather than explicitly. It also allows for originality and flexibility in student output of language. The communicative approach coincided with the arrival of the PC, which made computing much more widely available and resulted in a boom in the development of software for language learning. And the last is integrative CALL. Integrative CALL tried to address criticism of the communicative approach by integrating the teaching of language skills into tasks of projects to provide direction and coherence. It also coincided with the development of multimedia technology or providing text, graphics, sounds, and animation, as well as computer-mediated communication or CMC. And the second is the typological call according to the facts. The first is restricted call, mainly behavioristic. The second is open call. This is open in terms of feedback given to students, software types, and the role of the teacher, and including simulations and games. And the third is integrated call, still to be achieved. Bex argued that at the time of writing language teachers were still in the open call phase, as true integration could only be said to have been achieved when call had reached a state of normalization, when using call was as normal as using a pen. Next is, what are the impact of call? The impact of call may be measured quantitatively and qualitatively in terms of the uptake and use of ICT in teaching foreign languages, issues of availability of hardware and software, budgetary considerations, internet access, teachers' and learners' attitudes to the use of call, changes in the ways in which language are learned and taught, and the last is paradigm shifts in teachers' and learners' roles. So, what are the effectivity of call? The effectiveness, on the other hand, usually focuses on assessing to what extent ICT is a more effective way of teaching foreign language compared to using traditional methods. Last is, what are the media included of call? There are many media that can be used in the call learning process, one of which is flashcard, multimedia, video maker, Zoom, Google Meet, Google Classroom, ClassDojo, etc. During a pandemic like this, many teachers and students use the call method in the learning and teaching process. The call method is very helpful at this time because in addition to being able to comply with government regulations that require you to keep your distance and stay at home, using the call method can also utilize all kinds of media and advanced technology appropriately and positively. With this call, it makes us aware that the learning process does not have to meet, gather, and face-to-face directly, but can also be passed online. Okay, that's all my explanation about computer-assisted language learning, aka CALL. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoy with this video. Also, I am so sorry for all of my mistakes about my pronunciation or grammar. So, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.